My child, what I am about to tell you will shake you to your core. In the next few hours, you are going to cry. Not gentle tears of release, but the kind that come from depths you forgot existed. A tragedy approaches your life like a storm on the horizon. And I need you to stop everything right now and listen. This is not a test. This is not a drill. This is your divine emergency broadcast. And missing these words could cost you everything. But there is something else. Something that changes everything. I, the Lord your God, have made a very serious decision about you. A decision so profound that all of heaven has shifted. Angels have been dispatched. Spiritual forces are realigning. What you thought was the end is actually your beginning. But you must hear me now in this moment before the storm strikes. The air around you trembles with significance. Can you feel it? That subtle shift in atmosphere. That inexplicable knowing that something monumental approaches. Your spirit recognizes what your mind cannot yet grasp. This moment was marked in eternity before stars learned to shine. Before oceans found their boundaries. Before time itself drew its first breath. I have watched you, my beloved child, not from distant heavenly realms, but from within the very marrow of your existence. When you lay awake at 3 o'clock in the morning, staring at ceilings that seemed to press down with the weight of unanswered questions, I was the silence that held you when you smiled in daylight while nursing wounds invisible to human eyes. I was the tenderness that kept those wounds from festering into bitterness. Remember last Tuesday when you sat in your car for an extra moment before entering your home, gathering strength you did not have? I was there. Remember 3 months ago when that unexpected bill arrived and you wondered how you would survive? I was already working. Remember last year when betrayal cut so deep you thought you would never trust again? I caught every tear before it hit the ground. You thought your prayers evaporated into nothingness, that your whispered pleas dissolved like morning mist, but every word rose to my throne like sacred incense. In heaven's vast libraries, entire volumes are filled with your conversations with me. The prayers you thought went unanswered were actually being woven into a masterpiece too magnificent for premature revelation. The tragedy approaching is real, my child. In approximately 7 hours, waves will crash against the shores of your stability. I will not cushion you with false comfort or paint reality in colors it does not wear. Pain approaches with the certainty of sunrise, carrying the bitter taste of loss and the sharp edge of unexpected change. Your world will feel like it is tilting off its axis. But listen carefully, for this is where divine mystery intersects human suffering. What the enemy meant for destruction, I am already transforming into your greatest deliverance. What looks like an ending is actually labor pains of a birth you cannot yet imagine. The very tragedy that threatens to break you will become the doorway through which your destiny walks. I do not cause suffering as some cosmic game. The world spins on freedom's axis. And with freedom comes the collision of choices, the momentum of consequences, the gathering storm of cause and effect. I could intervene, could rewrite the laws of consequence with a thought. But in doing so, I would rob you of something precious, the opportunity to discover that you are stronger than any storm, that my presence within you is mightier than any tragedy without. When the first wave hits, when the phone rings with news that stops your heart, when the reality you trusted crumbles like sand castles before tide, remember this. Breathe, not the shallow panicked gasps of fear, but the deep anchoring breaths I taught your lungs before birth. Count them. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 6. This is not just breathing. This is spiritual warfare disguised as oxygen exchange. Your tears will come, and they should. Do not dam them behind walls of false strength. Tears are not weakness leaking out. They are pain being transformed into healing rivers. Cry until your eyes burn, until your throat is raw, until the earthquake in your chest finally stills. I created tear ducts not as design flaws, but as pressure valves for souls that feel too much. In the rawness of that moment when everything feels stripped away, you will discover something remarkable. Beneath the life you built, beneath the identities you wore, beneath the securities you trusted, there is a foundation that cannot be shaken. It is the eternal reality of who you are in me, and no tragedy can touch it. With deepest humility and warmth, I invite you to find comfort in these words. If they have blessed your heart in this difficult moment, if they have brought even a glimmer of hope to your darkness, know that you can support this message reaching others who desperately need it. The Super Thanks option below allows you to plant seeds that will grow into hope for countless souls walking through their own valleys. Your gratitude expressed in whatever way you choose becomes part of the divine tapestry of comfort being woven for the brokenhearted. Do not face this alone. Pride whispers that strength means solitary suffering, but pride is a liar dressed in your Father's clothes. Reach out before the storm hits. Call that friend whose name just flickered through your mind. Yes, that one. Send the message you have been avoiding. Open the door you have kept locked. Human presence carries divine electricity. Let someone sit with you in the darkness that approaches. Make practical preparations now while clarity still reigns. Charge your phone fully. Have water beside your bed. Know the numbers of those who steady your soul. Write down 3 names of people you trust. And put that paper where you can find it when your hands shake. These are not meaningless acts. They are you declaring to the universe that chaos will not reign, that even in crisis, you choose order. But let me tell you what you do not yet know, what heaven has been orchestrating while you were focused on earth's troubles. 3 years ago, when you made that choice that seemed insignificant, I was setting stages. 6 months ago, when that door closed and you wept with disappointment, I was protecting you from a path that would have led away from your destiny. Last week, when you felt that strange peace in the middle of chaos, that was me preparing your spirit for this moment. The decision I have made about you was not made lightly. In heaven's courts, where time does not constrain deliberation, where every possibility is weighed against eternal purposes, your name was spoken with authority. The verdict was unanimous. It is time. Time for your chains to break. Time for your desert season to end. Time for every promise spoken over your life to manifest in power. You have been in a preparation chamber, though it felt like abandonment. Every rejection was redirection. Every delay was divine timing. Every loss was clearing space for what is coming. You thought you were forgotten, but you were actually being refined like gold in furnace fires, strengthened like steel under pressure, polished like diamonds in darkness. What you perceive as tragedy is actually the breaking of a cosmic dam. What has been building behind the scenes is about to flood your life with such force that the landscape will be forever altered.